Good morning, Spirit Whisperers. Good morning, good morning. How are you guys? I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in forever. I hope everything's going well for y'all. We have our fire going. Got the protection. Got my coffee. Got my other device. Before we begin, it is 4 o'clock. I've been up since 3:30. No, here we go. I've been up since about 3:30. And today we're going to keep it open floor. I'm not going to focus all of my energy on Nancy. I want to give her a break. I know we still have a lot more answers that we want, and a lot more questions that we have, but not only do I want to give her a break, but my psychic, I want to give it a break. Sorry, I had to fix the phone. So anyway, we're going to keep it open floor. I think I want to use the Spirit Talker. We haven't used the Spirit Talker in a little bit, so I think I want to use the Spirit Talker today. And maybe Nancy will come through on Spirit Talker. Like I said, I'm going to invite her, but I'm also going to keep the floor open for anybody else that needs, a little pick-me-up. Anybody else that needs to tell me their story. Because the last couple of sessions, last couple of videos I was not ignoring them, but I wasn't giving them my full attention because I had it on Nancy. And so when I do an open floor, I don't focus my energy on one particular spirit. And it basically kind of almost works the same way as it does when I'm, trying to do a reading on one person. But when I do it this way, it's open floor, meaning I could have many different stories going at one time. Sorry, my phone just went off. So anyway, that's what that means. Okay. All right. So we're going to use Spirit Talker. Because sometimes she'll kick her feet when she gets out of the litter box, but it sounded very close to my door. And I don't know. Okay. All right. We'll begin. Before I do that, we're going to protect ourselves. So, good morning, spirits. I'm inviting you to come and speak with us today. The only thing allowed is love, light, pure intentions, true intentions, good. Dark, evil is not allowed here. Unpure, true intentions are not allowed here. I ask that my family and friends stay back and allow the floor to be open for the spirits. I also want to say, Nancy, you are invited to come and speak with us today, dear. Thank you. I have a feeling it's the cat, so let me go and see what she wants before we start, because if I don't, she's going to be scratching at my door. And then nobody's going to have any fun because I'm going to get upset. Definitely don't behave yourself. Okay. Now I gotta get all comfortable again. Bubby, where are you going? Patch, get up here and let him down. Go on. Get down. Get down. She doesn't want your cookie, trust me. Okay. Like I told you guys, it wouldn't be my video unless there was 5 minutes. The first 5 minutes had fuckery in it. Yes, I said the F-bomb. Can you get up here and lay down, please? I love my animals, but sometimes to the moon with them. Okay. Alright, so we're going to use the Spirit Talker today. I haven't used the Spirit Talker in a little bit. And so I'm leaving it open floor. And what that means is, as you heard, I did invite Nancy Guthrie to come forward if she likes. But I'm not focusing all of my attention and energy on just her. So we're going to get on the app here. It's loading. Okay. Let me make sure it's not too loud before we turn it on. So it's open floor for our good. Okay. Ugly, black, and dark, and evil, and all that can stay back. They're not allowed here. They're not welcome, and they're not allowed. If you crackling in the background, you see the reflection on my phone? I have the fire going, okay? If you're crunching in the background, well, it's Bubby eating his cookie. That's all. Okay. Bubby. Bubby. Stop licking the carpet, please. If you want to come back up here, come back up here. Come on. There you go. See that? Oh my goodness, you did it. No. Blanket. 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 Lay down. Alright, let's get this started, shall we? Because if I don't, I'm gonna get upset. Alright. So I need to refocus. I need to get rid of, like I said, I just woke up. I haven't had a full cup of coffee this morning, and I might be a little grouchy. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so we're going to turn on the Spirit Talker. Now remind you, it's open floor, which means we can get many different spirits, good spirits, come through, and we can have more than one talking. So when you use the spirit talker, it's kind of like you need, it's almost like an unscramble type of game. So it's like a scramble game. You have to unscramble. You have to figure out who is saying what and what it is they're saying. So it's, I don't ever throw away anything that comes through the spirit talker, because everything has meaning. It may not mean much to me. It may not even make sense to me. But whoever is telling me this information, it makes sense to them and it has meaning for them. So we're going to turn it on. And you're going to see a little red ball go up and down, and that means that it is on. And hopefully it's not too loud, because it's like 4 in the morning and people are sleeping. Good morning, spirits. Anybody want to speak with me this morning? Want to share your story with us? Nancy, you're more than welcome to join us as well, dear. Nancy got 3. Ooh. Okay, this is the first time in a while that I've actually shut my alarm off and got up when it went off. The last couple nights, I've slept through my alarm. Suffering. I'm sorry to hear that. May I ask who I'm speaking with, please? Mick. Well, hello, Mick. Nice to meet you. Very intelligent answer. They said suffering. I asked for a name, and they gave me the name Mick. Mick, if this is you, may I ask what happened? Why are you suffering? Oh, I had to close my bedroom window. It got chilly. Burn. Oh, okay. So I feel like this is Mick, and he's telling his story, and I think the reason why, if I'm seeing it correctly, I have the fireplace on. Okay, spirits, I know that if you were here with me, you were seeing a fireplace, especially for my older spirits. I, for some reason, attract older spirits, and what I mean is older in century, not in age. It's not real. The fire is not real. It is just a tool I use to help me relax, focus. It is not real. Mick, if this is you telling us your story, I'm so sorry. Itchy ear. Blacksmith. Are you asking me, am I a blacksmith, or are you telling me you were a blacksmith? Makes sense, right? Maybe he was making horseshoes and something went wrong and the barn caught fire, or his maybe a piece of clothing caught fire. Maybe having the fireplace app on my television reminds him of that. I've actually had a couple spirits come through because every time I'm up here, that is my soothing tool, is having the fireplace on. So it helps me relax, it helps me focus, and it helps my anxiety. And so that's a soothing tool that I use when I'm up here. And I've had a couple reference to the fire. And I have to remember to keep my voice down. Mick, is that what happened? Were you a blacksmith and there was an accident? I mean, it's just got to be a horrific way to pass. I can't. Oh.
Am I dead?
I'm sorry, Mick, if this is you. Yes, unfortunately, you are. I hate when they ask that question. Is this Mick that I'm still speaking with? Or has somebody else walked in? Yeah, when the name Mick came up, it's not a very old name, but it's the person I seen. I guess he wasn't very old either. And maybe in his 30s. Jasper. Oh, we've gotten that name before. Hello, Jasper. Nice to meet you. Jasper is also my grandson's name. So you got 2 male names so far, Mick and Jasper. When I hear the name Jasper, and it might just be too because I have a grandson, but I think of a young person. Yeah, one of my grandchildren. I have 10 grandchildren, and I have a grandson named Jasper. But we've gotten Jasper before, so. And if you just heard me hum to myself, I had someone ask me, "Do you?" And I said, Sorry, I should have. It's out of habit. I do it all the time. I'm always talking to myself, so people think. But I'm never really talking to myself because I'm never really alone, so. Very quiet this morning. Disclaimer, nicotine. Very quiet this morning. Oh my. Pregnant. If you're asking, am I? No. If you're telling me you are, I'm so sorry to hear that under the circumstances. I'm getting overheated, so I have to disrobe. So obviously, I don't know, it could be Jasper telling his story. Or we just had a female come through, but no female name. The wall. Yeah, I heard that. Could you not do that, please? I don't know if you guys heard that, but it said the wall, and then I got the popping in the wall. I speaking with? Who was talking about pregnant? Who said pregnant? Very, very big this evening or this morning, and I'm actually quite shocked because we haven't used the spirit talker in a bit, and my energy is not focused on one particular person, so it's kind of an open floor as long as they are good and mean no harm, or they're not evil, or they can come forward and they can share a bit of their story. But it's quite vague seeing how I haven't had an open floor. I've been focusing on one individual. Are you all mad at me? I wanna say something, spirits. I'm not ignoring you. I was never ignoring you. And there are going to come times when I ask you to please stand back and allow me to focus my energy on one.
My name is Ethel.
My name is Ethel. Very prim and proper. Well, hello, Ethel. Nice to meet you. I believe Ethel's come through a couple times before. Ethel, are you the one that always pops the wall? Visit? Yes. I'm visiting you. Ethel's a very old name. I'm going to say maybe from the 1800s, maybe even late 1700s, but I feel 1800s when I say Ethel. And now I'm cold again. Oh my goodness. Explain that device.
Explain that device.
Oh my goodness. Ethel, you are very, very precise, my love. Well, if you're speaking about the device that I have in my hand, it's an iPhone that has a library of words in it. It's a dictionary of words, and you can use this energy and the words in it to form sentences like you have been, and to share with me your story and to speak with us. Very smart, very intelligent. She's speaking in full sentences. She introduced her name very prim and proper. Does she startle you? You're okay, puppy. You're okay. Patch jumped up on the bed and startled him. It's all right. Go back to sleep. It's okay. Very quiet this morning. So we have gotten 3 names. We got Mick, which I believe was a blacksmith. Jasper has come in a couple other times too, but I think he just kind of comes in, says his name, and then he's like, hey, and leaves.
We're making contact.
We're making contact. I did ask if she was the one that pops the wall. It's not a knock, it's like a pop. And it only ever happens when I'm up here talking to you guys. Okay, Ethel, is that you that said we're making contact? Is that why you pop the wall? So it's not like it's almost as if like something's settling and just kind of pop. Well, you guys hear it, but that's basically, it's not a knock, it's a pop. So when I think when they can do that, they're very intelligent. But it only ever happens when I'm up here talking to you guys. And if I ask them not to do that, which they haven't since, no,
I affect the animals.
no, we're not going to affect the animals. Those are my fur babies. You leave them alone. And you're going to be nice, or I will not have an open floor. The only thing allowed here is love and light.
I hit the wall.
I hit the wall. Yes, I know you did. I heard you. Is this Ethel that I'm speaking to? It went from we, or we're, meaning more than one, to I. So I don't know if Ethel was speaking for Mick and Jasper as well, or she's just kind of the leader of the group here, and she's just kind of letting me know what they're doing. Very just, it's almost as if, you know how it is when you haven't seen somebody in a while and you're just kind of excited and happy to see them, and you're just kind of going all over the place and, just talking like bleh. I feel like that's what this is. Like, they're so happy that I'm acknowledging them, and that I'm not just focusing my energy on one. Tranquility. Okay. Now, when I get things that come through like that, I feel like it's Ethel. I feel like it's somebody who, an old spirit, meaning, back in the 17 and 1800s, and even as far as the 1600s, we spoke differently. We spoke very, very, just very proper, just very matter of fact. We used big words. It's words, we would speak in a way that was very poetic. Hi everyone.
Hi everyone.
Hello. Again, that could be Jasper. I feel like that's a younger spirit just coming in and going, hey everybody. I feel very happy when I think of the one that just said hi everyone. Just very happy, very spirit free, where Ethel, she's very prim, very lady. She's a lady. She's just very, she's a no business type of gal. She just and that could have very well been Jasper that said hi everyone. I don't believe Mick is with us anymore. I think Mick was an older gentleman, possibly blacksmith. Someone's touching me. Please stop that. Step away from me, please. You do not have permission to touch me.